a freezing Monday morning here in Michigan. I'm just waiting for the car to warm up here, and we're hitting our first workout of the week, which is a swim. So when I decided to do this Ironman, I've been a runner, I've run a marathon, but biking and swimming are brand new to me. Biking's progressing pretty fast. I've been doing that for a couple months now, but swimming is where I'm really struggling. Just gaining that comfortability in the water. I'm just keeping on working on that. I'm working on swimming longer continuous distances, so that's going to be my main focus of the day. I'm following the general 0 to 1650 blog post that I found was highly recommended online, but I wasn't able to do those hundreds off the bat right away at the beginning of the workout. So I've been going for about a month now, and I'm at the point where I can pretty consistently do 100s and not stress myself out too much. So I think I'm going to start the actual plan today and see how it goes. Just got done with the pool, and that actually felt pretty great. It's funny, I find with the morning workouts, you get up and you're just like, I just don't want to do this, man. But then you do it, and you have so much more energy, and you feel better, and I don't know, it's just the best way to start your day, really. So I did like a little over 1,000 yards today, which is good for me. This is actually my longest swim so far. I have to take a lot of breaks just because I'm not really comfortable in the water. Like I'm not comfortable with my breaths or my pacing or anything. I go way too fast. I'd struggle to get a breath, but I've been getting a lot better at it. So like the first time I went to the pool about a month ago, it was tough to swim 125-yard length. And now in this workout, I just did, I think, 6 100-yard reps in the middle of it. So yeah, I'm getting a lot better. The 100-yard reps are starting to feel pretty easy. I don't know if I'd say easy, but more manageable. So I think soon I'll be able to ramp up the distance and slowly keep increasing it until hopefully by, September, I'll be able to swim 2 miles, hopefully well before September. But yeah, feel good. Now it's time to go to work, the first day after winter break. So I'm not going to want to do anything, but we'll see how it goes and try to lock in. It is Tuesday morning, 7 a.m. We're at the gym, and it's time to hit a full body day. So let's go. I don't know if I'll get much footage in there because I hate recording in public, but I'll try. It's the best I can do. All right, lift is done. Here's what I did. Just getting used to lifting for the triathlon plan. My background is as a lifter, so I'm used to like hypertrophy training. I'm used to push-pull legs, lifting like 5 to 6 times a week. So trying to transition to lifting 2 times a week, and what to do on a full body day is kind of hard. Man, full body days are tough. I didn't realize how taxing it was on the central nervous system. Like by the last lift, I was not getting up the weights that I normally could. But it makes sense. I still don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to lifting for triathlon focused. Sorry, someone walked by. I felt self-conscious, but I still don't really know what I'm doing when it comes to triathlon lifting. Like I don't think hypertrophy training is beneficial for it, but I also want to keep muscle that I have, but I also want to get better at triathlon specific stuff. So that's kind of the tough boat I'm in now. And I'm just going to try to figure out as I go. Right now, I just am doing a couple workouts I saw recommended online for full body, and maybe I'll switch it up if I decide I don't like it or I feel like I start losing muscle. But I feel like 2 days a week is really all that's realistic right now with my current load for biking and running and swimming. But yeah, that's the first workout of today. I'll see you guys for the bike. All right, just hopping on the bike. Day in store for us. The main working session is 2 by 12 minutes at 250 watts. So I think it's like 90% FTP. So I've been biking for about 2 months. I've gotten quite a bit better, just newbie games, but it's fun, but it's also very hard. So I'm about to get into it. Probably talk about it after. Yeah, there I am. Got some, oh, it's upside down. There I am. Got some disc golf going over here. Let's get into it. Surprise quality jump. Yeah, I have a camera that I've just been too lazy to use, especially when I'm going to do workouts at like faraway places like the gym or something. I don't want to lug this around, but maybe eventually I'll use it more. But finished the workout. It felt pretty hard, but not terrible. So for biking, what I've done so far is I found the bike on Facebook Marketplace. That kind of sparked my whole path down signing up for this Ironman. And I found it for a good deal with a trainer and everything. I had, of course, been looking into triathlons before this, but I found this really good deal and hopped on it and started training, and that's been that. So yeah, what I've done for the bike so far is I did Zwift's like FTP builder for beginners. I took an FTP test like right when I got the bike, and I didn't really know what I was doing, and I think I got like 220 watts as a score. But again, I didn't really know how to pace myself or anything, so I took a test again when I started the actual FTP builder plan, and I was at about 260 watts, and then I did that 6-week plan from Zwift, and I ended at 278. So that's a pretty good increase for 6 weeks. From this point on, so my next big races are a marathon, which is in May on Memorial Day weekend, and then the Ironman Wisconsin, which is a long time from now. So my main goal for now, I haven't started my marathon prep because I'm still 20-ish weeks out from the marathon. So my main goal for now is to gain comfortability in the water and improve my biking because those are my 2 weakest points. And then kind of just maintain for running. So I'm just doing enough running to where I don't lose too much fitness, and when I jump into the marathon prep, I can get it going. So yeah, that bike was pretty good. Felt pretty good. Bikes are always tough because you're just in your house. You're like, I could just jump off this and go do anything else right now. But you don't, and that's how you get better. So yeah, tomorrow I have a swim early in the morning. I can try to get some video for that, but it'll be tough. And then after my swim, I have a run with some strides at the end. And since I didn't get video of my last run, I'll definitely get video of that. All right, it's 7:30 in the morning, which is when my pool opens. It's time to get a swim in. Hopefully I can string together some longer efforts. That's the main goal, build comfort and continuity. Let's get it! All right, I just got done with the swim today, and today was just a humbling reminder that progress is not linear. I just did not have it today. I was swimming and I was really struggling. I was more panicky than normal. Right now, the longest I can swim continuously, comfortably. I think I could do more. I just have to push myself, but it's at 100 yards right now. And I would do that and it would feel like really hard today, but then I'd check my like heart rate for the interval and it wasn't that high. And I think it must be just chronic fatigue, just from like other workouts in the week and maybe just not being my best this morning. Not every day can be your best day. But I really struggle on days like this because the goal is to get better and to push myself. And today I felt like I couldn't push myself and I couldn't get better. But you also have to take a step back and look at it and be like, hey, I still showed up today. Even though maybe I didn't get the workout I wanted to in, I'm still going to get better. And today, even though it was a bad day for me, it was still way better than I was on day one. So I think those are the things that I'm trying to repeat in my head, just so that I'm not too hard on myself, because I'm a bit of a perfectionist and I can be really hard on myself when it comes to these things. And I just need to realize that this is a long game. I have 9 months until my Ironman, and I have lots of time to get comfortable in the pool, and I've already made huge strides. And the fact that a bad day is a day like today where I still swam several 100-yard repeats, if you told me that, after day one, I think I'd be really happy with it. So that's the perspective today, and yeah, swim workout done. It is lunch run time. About to chow down on a stroop waffle. We got about 35 to 40 minutes, easy, and I think I'm doing 4 strides at the end of it. So yeah, should be straightforward. Let's get into it. About 2 miles into it. Not feeling the greatest today. That's all right. Just got like another mile and then I'll start my strides. But just trying to keep the heart rate down as much as possible. Days like this, it just feels like my energy tank is empty. Like I got nothing to give, but I'll try my best to try to ignore that, because if you just feed into it, it's not going to go away. You're just going to feel worse and worse. So try and gaslight myself that I feel good and keep it going. Let's get it. So I just realized I didn't record an outro to that run, but I finished it up. It turned out to be a little over 4 miles, and I got the strides done at the end of it. Strides felt really good. It felt good to stretch out the legs and actually run fast, because I've only been doing easy runs. But yeah, got it done. Felt a little better as the run progressed, but the heart rate still felt a little bit too high, like higher than it should be. And I couldn't really bring it down, and I couldn't bring myself to run a slower pace. I don't know if it was just ego or I just wanted to get it done, but like my heart rate was a little too high and I just couldn't bring myself to go slower. So something to work on in the future. All right, it's 7 in the morning. I just crushed some protein oatmeal, and now it's time to hop on this bad boy. I think we're probably gonna go like 80 to 90 minutes. It says 75 to 90 in my training plan, but I think I'm gonna aim for the high side just to try to hit a new personal record. But I'm gonna take a couple gels just because I haven't practiced fueling on the bike yet. So I have this one, which I am not excited for because I tried it and it tastes terrible. It tastes like shit. So I'll probably eat this one before I get on the bike because it has a lot of caffeine, which will be nice. And then we have this one, which is delicious, and this one will be in the middle of the ride when I feel like I need it. And now my cat's joining me. I wanted to join a robo pacer ride here. Let me just, there we go. I wanted to join a robo pacer ride just so I don't really have to worry about how fast I'm going and they can kind of guide me. But why is there 2.2 and 2.6? Why isn't there something in between these two? That's such a big gap. I don't, like, this would be way too much, and this is just like slightly too little. So I guess I'm going with this one, but come on, make it 2.4 or something. I guess I just gotta work so that this will be my new one, but still, it's crazy. All right, time to rip the gel. I don't think I'm ever gonna eat those on a run. Oh, that'd be hard to get down. Pre-workout gel right here. All right, let's get on the bike. All right, I'm about 47 minutes into it, 48, 18 miles. So we're pretty well over halfway. Feeling pretty good. Took a bit to get used to like the robo pacer, but it's kind of fun now. I fell behind and it was really hard to catch back up. So now I keep going way in front and I have to slow down. So I'm really bad at pacing, but I think that's something that probably just gets better with time. So yeah, here you can see we're cruising and we're way too in front right now. That's right. Got disc golf, of course. About to smash my first gel of mid-ride. I'll see you guys at the end of this. Sorry, I forgot to record after the coffee, but I just got done with the swim workout today. So at the end of my swim workout yesterday, the lifeguard here, she's super nice, and she was like, "Hey, like, I know you're training for like a triathlon. Would you like me to give you some like pointers? If I like just watch you for a little bit and I see something that I want to say, would you mind that?" And I was like, "Of course, like I'd appreciate all the help I can get." So today, in the like towards the end of my workout, she came over and watched me do a rep, and she just gave me some pointers, which were kick from the hip, which is something I think is very common, but I hadn't tried implementing yet. So she said kick from the hip because it'll make your form more streamlined and your hips won't sink as much. And then also stretch your arm out as much as you can. So I did my last few reps focusing on that, and I just did some 50s because I wasn't comfortable doing more than 50 yards with like some new form tweaks. But I went from like 110-ish for my 50s to 1 minute or under for my 50s, which is like a huge speed increase after just implementing these little things. And I also felt around the same comfort level as my normal 50s. So yeah, I'm excited to get back in the pool on Monday and try to implement this more and increase my distance with it and see if I can keep that speed. I guess the lesson here is don't be afraid to accept help and feedback, because that's the only way you get better. And yeah, super excited. Yeah, let's get it. A good swim after a bad swim. That's why you just keep going, because after a good day, there's a good chance, or after a bad day, there's a good chance there's a good day coming soon. All right, Saturday morning, time for a 75-minute long run. Not really much more to say. It should be about a little over 8 for me, maybe around 8.5, and get it done. And then maybe a light recovery spin. I'm about 5 miles in, I think. I just had to take a video because the snow is falling and this feels magical, man. It's pretty cool. But feeling good. Gonna crush out these last few miles. Long run will be done. Enjoy the rest of Saturday. All right, that's done. I was not expecting it to be this snowy, but I've never ran in the snow like this before, so it's pretty fun. But yeah, 8.5 miles done. I felt great. It's really nice to have a good run. It's been a while since I felt that good on a run, so that's done. Probably do some lift today and maybe a bike, but man, good runs are just the best. And it's also cool to go out and run in weather like this sometimes, just to change it up and just try to enjoy everything, the scenery. Biking bib jump scare. All right, I'm just doing a quick little recovery ride here. Just 45 minutes or 40 minutes, I think, zone 1. So really just trying to spin the legs out after a long week of work. So yeah, I was feeling too lazy to go to the gym and lift. So I'm gonna do this, and that should give me enough motivation to get up and go to the gym, get the lift done. It's only like a 50-minute lift. I just really don't want to leave the house, those days. So yeah, just gotta find the motivation and then get the lift done, and this week's done. So let's get this ride done, get the legs shaken out, and get ready to go. Hell yeah. All right, about to hit a light full body day. Hopefully the gym isn't too busy. I was lazy yesterday, so now it's Sunday, which is supposed to be my rest day, but I got a good quick lift in. So yeah, I'll try to get some footage. Let's get some weights. All right, this is Editing Josh with a voiceover. Here I'm doing some trap bar deadlifts. I did 3x5. I did them pretty light. I wasn't going to failure or anything. I don't want to be too sore because I want to be able to train next week. And yeah, it wasn't too hard there. Here is single leg press. So I did each leg. I did 2 sets of 8 reps. Also pretty easy, leaving quite a bit in the tank. Again, don't want to be too sore. Here I am messing up, setting up my phone and bumping it off the machine. And here I am actually doing the set. So I did 3x8 sets of rows. Again, kept everything pretty easy. Actually, I went a little harder on the arms because you don't use arms for, running or biking. You do use them for swimming a bit, though. Here's some calf raises. I like to do the little bouncy thing at the end to really get the last few reps out. I didn't record it, but I did also do some shoulder presses earlier. I did 3 sets of 12. And then here I'm just getting in some core at the end of the workout. So I did some side planks. I did 2 sets of 45 seconds each side. You can see here I did it each side. I had to make sure to include that so you guys didn't think that I skimped out on one side. And then here I am doing some Russian twists. I did 2 sets of 30. So I kind of just did like some supersets for core to get it done. Just wrapped up the workout. I actually managed to get a lot of clips today, which is cool. Just slowly getting more comfortable getting clips in the gym. But yeah, that's the last workout for the week. I'll see you guys in better quality for the weekly recap and my thoughts on the week and the video in general. But yeah, this was a lot of fun. Bye. All right, that's a good week of workouts done. I thought it would be cool to have a little clip at the end of every video, just kind of explaining my main thoughts for the week and what I took away from it. So I think the main thing for me this week was perfection is kind of an enemy of progress. So what I mean by that is I'm kind of a perfectionist. So whenever I do anything, I want it to be like the best possible. But a lot of times that can get in the way of making steady progress because, for example, I've tried YouTube before, but I just want the video to be so perfect. I spend way too much time on it and it ends up burning me out way quicker than if I were to just maybe make something not quite as good and slowly progress my way into it. And I think that gets in the way for me a lot of times. So that's been my main focus this week is not to like perfect get in the way of progress. And I think that's important for training and for everything in life. But yeah, let me know what you thought of the video, any things I can do to improve it, make it more interesting. I'm just going to try to keep them slightly low effort and maybe ramp them up in the future just so that I can keep consistent with them. So you can expect to see one of these every week. And yeah, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and peace out. Bye.